Welcome to PropertyPreservation.net Perspective Vendor Training. Today we're going to talk about what is property preservation. Well, the reason why I'm recording this video is because a lot of people have been coming to me asking for more detail about this industry before they actually dive in with both feet. Okay, so my goal right here is to really help you guys understand property preservation. So you're going to be learning some basics about this niche industry that we call property preservation. So real quick, my name is Carolette Wright, and I am a foreclosure clearing owner and a consultant for those who want to learn more and get the business started off in the right direction without having so many roadblocks that happen when you're learning something new. So the focus of this series, like I said, is to really help teach you the basics of property preservation. Now, I really recommend that you sign up for the 7-day property preservation training if you already understand what the industry is about, if you know someone who's told you about the industry, or if you work with someone and now you're ready to get started on your own. That'll kind of help speed up your learning and speed up your business startup. But if you're really just researching right now and trying to really understand what kind of jobs you do and just kind of overall, what is needed for this business, and this series is going to be for you. I'm going to be basically emailing you over the next several weeks videos to kind of help you understand this industry. So just know you're going to get some emails sent in your inbox, and I'm going to try to keep the videos down to about 10 minutes, but I might not be able to do that. It might be more like 15 minutes, but I want to try to keep it short to the point and just give you what you need, okay, to really get started, to help you better understand what property preservation actually is. So real quick, like I said, the objective is to teach you what you need to get started. I think it's so important that you get that, because a lot of times people give you all this information you don't really need. I'm going to give you what you need to feel comfortable. And I put that in quotes because comfortable is really not a word that I like to use. People become comfortable, they become complacent, and they don't move, don't take action. So I'm going to give you enough information to get you to take action and have a clear vision of what it looks like to have a business and operate a business. And I want to give you enough to see yourself doing the business if you choose this is what you want to do. So over the next several weeks, probably like 13 or 14 weeks, I'm going to begin to show you, what an invoice looks like. You're going to also understand, what you need at a minimum to get your business up and going. And then we'll step through all the basics you need to know to get licensed and insured, how to prepare your bids to make more money for your business, how to identify a PCR or property condition report, and how to fill it out. A lot has changed in the industry, and you're going to typically either create your own form or print it out from the vendor or contractor you work with, and then you come back and you upload that PCR report either typed or through their portal, their online portal. So you're going to need to understand what is needed in that report, so when you go out, you're not wasting time having to go back to acquire the information. Okay, and you also understand how to price your jobs and how payment in this industry works. Next, we'll learn all the ins and outs of completing a property conveyance condition report, including submitting the property condition report, working with other vendors, and adding and submitting all your documents in a timely manner. So we have a lot we have to go through, including E&O insurance and just how much work is realistic in order to make a decent profit in this industry. So like I said, we have a lot of information to go through, and yes, we want to speed this thing up, but sometimes you have to take some time and really think through the process. Sometimes we go so fast we miss a lot of details, so we have to slow down in order to speed up. So I want to really take this time and just calm our nerves and know we're going to get through this. We're going to get through all the information, but I want to be as thorough and as complete as possible in giving you what you need. That way you can succeed, and you won't come into the industry unprepared. So real quick, now this presentation is talking about what is property preservation. So we're going to talk about some definitions. I'm going to give you some trends and data. We're going to talk about where you are in the food chain when you come into the industry, what kind of hours you should be expecting to work to build and grow your business, and then the typical services you're going to be providing. I got some photos to show you on that. So there's two different ways you can define the industry. I'm going to give you the industry definition, okay? Basically, property preservation, you can read this. Property preservation is the consolidation of foreclosed properties that have been secured by government and commercial agencies, such as HUD, FHA, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and conventional lenders, that provide cross-references to the compliance requirements. Okay, there are certain requirements that you have to comply to with the HUD regulations and current property and preservation guidelines. Okay, so what does all that mean? You know, a lot of technical terms, a lot of jargon, but basically you're working with properties, okay, that have been foreclosed. You're making sure the property is clean, it's safe, and it's secure. Okay? If you can just get those three things down, then you will automatically comply with government regulations. You're already working with foreclosed homes, and you're going to also, follow the PMP guidelines. So just think in your head, when you go to these properties, when you build this business, you're doing everything it takes to make that property clean, safe, and secure. So when I say clean, there's no buildup, no trash, nothing not visible, or nothing visible to the property. You want to make sure the property is basically either rent ready or sell ready. So when the realtor comes in, they can go and get the property sold. Okay? You want to make sure the property is safe. And with that, what I mean by that is there any broken, spindles for decks? So this is a hazard because it has to be so many inches wide, because you don't want a child to get their head stuck in the spindle, or you don't want a child to fall through, or a person to fall through and get hurt. You don't want a board to break on them. So it's a lot of things you have to know when you're going to these properties. But just think, if I see something when I'm walking through the property, will it cause someone to be harmed? Is the property clean? And then, of course, is the property secure? Because you want to protect the property, not only from, vandalists or vagrants or anything, that will try to take away from the asset value of a property, but also, is it secure as far as environmental damages? Whether there's weather, related issues, or flooding, or just what things will cause this property to be unsecure. So, for example, here's a picture. You got a picture of a doorknob that was broken that we had to fix for a property. I'm not sure what happened, but these kind of things have to be fixed. And of course, when you walk through, make sure all the windows are locked, and check to make sure that they can be locked. The latch actually works. So that's overview. That's really quick. So let's go ahead and let's dive in a little bit more. But just remember, as I go through this training with you and review all these videos, and as you begin to conceptualize how you're going to begin to grow and build your business, just know that there's no right or wrong way to prepare. Just be prepared. Okay? Just make sure you are prepared and you're well organized. And when you're preparing and doing your research on the industry, just remember that everything that I am sharing with you is my personal experience in this industry, and those of the many students that I work with on a day-to-day basis. So this is what we've experienced what I've experienced. I'm sharing with you. You may have a different experience and you may have a different route, but it's just the core of how I got in the way that I did. So for those of you who are wondering, yes, I am in the business still. I have been active in some capacity in the foreclosure cleaning business since 2009. So there's a lot that I can go into. I'm not going to share in this video. I will share it in the next. But I really want you to understand that your success depends on your particular situation, okay, and how much you're able to invest in your business startup. Not only that, either you invest your money or you invest your will, your determination and power to work hard. Okay, like I said, I will definitely share my story later on how I got started in the business on a shoestring budget. Okay, but let me really quick finish up the overview of what is property preservation.